Wake up, Drifter. Europe is falling, consumed by an evil disease, and you are falling as well. You've been marked by the Black Death, infected with an incurable plague. Do you remember your dream? This is your last chance to fulfill it. Your final journey to find peace. You'll have to reach for beyond the veil and embrace its dark powers. Such is your fate, Drifter. You must die, but you still can dream. Wake up, Drifter. Europe is falling, consumed by an evil disease, and you are falling as well. You've been marked by the Black Death, infected with an incurable plague. Do you remember your dream? This is your last chance to fulfill it. Your final journey to find peace. You'll have to reach for beyond the veil and embrace its dark powers. Such is your fate, Drifter. You must die, but you still can dream.
Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome back. A long time since our last live stream. We've been very busy writing stuff. So first of all, let us know if you can
places.
Yeah, and going place. If you let us know if you can hear us properly. Today we are here. First thing to catch up a little bit to say what we've been up to, what are we going to do next. We will see probably us a bit more in the upcoming weeks, and also we are here to talk about this little baby here, our Memento Mori, and its upcoming Backerkit campaign on August 12. First of all, you have to know we are not used to be on the right side of the screen, so we're probably going to point there. But I know that there? Probably yes, the date is here somewhere. So yeah, gotta get used to it. Don't know why we did this for Memento Mori, but here we are. So we've been busy, very busy writing. First of all, Household. We have finished the playtest for the superheroes campaign for King of Ashes. We are rewriting stuff from Household, mostly done. The core book is basically done at least. We are working on the saga and playtesting stuff. Also we are preparing another campaign. And while we were doing all of this, we took a little trip, a very short trip, I should say, to Indianapolis, to the States, because we have been to the Gen Con for the third year now.
Yes.
And Gen Con is the convention, if you like, board game and tabletop role-playing game. And we have been there, but it's a 24 hours flight, couple of flights.
Yes, from one thing to the other, yes. Between, delays, flight, thunderstorm, and even more strange adventures that you usually live while you fly aboard. Yes, it was a very long, very tiresome flight to there, but as always, the convention itself was incredible. We are always so proud to be there, to have a chat with a lot of friends, and see people come back year after year after year, even if we are, I don't know how many thousands miles from home. But, you know, it's a lot.
Yes.
It's still not easy.
And also because this year in Gen Con it was our first year with Free League, because as you know,
Yes.
Free League is publishing Outgunned and Outgunned Adventure. So it was the first time where we had actually had two booths. We were at our own booth for Household and Memento Mori, and at the Free League booth for Outgunned. And also it was a first for, as you know, we are celebrating firsts this year because it's our 5 year of Two Little Mice, and we want to still do something new to prove to ourselves that we are not that old. So this year, for the first time, we announced a game that we are doing directly with Free League. They are publishing it. And also, it's a first because it's the first game that we revealed at Gen Con, and also because it's the first game that will use a system. It will be written by us, designed by us, but it will use a system that is not the director's cut system from Outgunned or Household. So a lot of news for us. And if you, by the way, if you are interested, if you have question for Twilight Sword, we will answer it today, but we will also have probably another live stream during next week or the weeks after.
Yes.
So coming to the reason for this live stream, Memento Mori. I don't know if you know Memento Mori. Memento Mori is a unicorn to us because it's the only game that we didn't write and design ourselves. It was written and designed, and it's still being written and designed by Marco Bibucci and Andrea Felicioni, who are two brothers and two dear friends. Back when we started in 2018, 2019, we had a very small booth, and we were next to these guys who were launching Memento Mori. We thought Memento Mori was extremely cool. And so when we had a little more credibility, a little bit more audience to launch a game that was not written by us, we decided, let's give it a try. Let's give Memento Mori a chance. And I have to say, it worked marvelously for everyone, because the first Memento Mori campaign was also our first campaign on Backerkit, and it was more than 200,000, which at the time was almost a record, was the second highest in Italy. Also for the first time we didn't have to write it, so we could focus on the cool stuff, on the fun stuff. So we went a little bit crazy with the actual product design, since
With the production.
we didn't have anything else to do. And that's how the Deathless
Death
edition
Edition.
was born. Here is. So, this is the big Memento Mori box for the Deathless edition. It has an incredible amount of gold because
Yes. More than you can
yes,
imagine.
the only thing that I like more than black is gold. And so, if you don't know Memento Mori, Memento Mori is a very, 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 very grim dark game, and I mean grim dark in the truest possible
Yes.
way. It's not, as we say, it's not cool dark, it's also cool, but it's sad dark. Like, this is recommended for a mature audience, for players that actually want a very
Intense
intense,
experience.
strong game style, game themes and feelings. In Memento Mori, you are sick with the plague. We are in the 14th century in Europe. There's been the Black Plague, so a third of Europe, this is all historically true, a third of Europe was dead,
Dying.
or dying, but in the end they died, and you are one of this third. So basically you are sick with the plague, and you are about to die, and you will likely die. I mean,
Yes.
it's probably that you are going to die at the end of your Memento Mori campaign. That's why it is called Memento Mori, which means remember, you must die. So
Thank you for being here with us, Will. We are explaining Memento Mori because we had like less than half the audience we have now when we first launched Memento Mori on Backerkit last year and a half, January last year, if I remember correctly. So yes, probably a lot of you,
a lot of new friends.
just here, not a lot.
And basically what you do in Memento Mori, when you get sick with the plague, you start to develop supernatural and dark powers. So I always like to say that the world is a realistic medieval dark world, and you are a creature from Bloodborne, basically. You are from Dark Soul. You are the supernatural element, because being so close to death, having the plague, start to corrupt your soul and your body, and this will lead to the developing of supernatural skill that will allow you to see through the veil, to see what's beyond
And
our
to
human experience.
interact with all the creatures that live beyond the veil, and to do a lot of things, and to be able to do a lot of things, but also to attract, a lot of unwanted attention from natural and unnatural creatures.
If you are not familiar with Memento Mori system, Memento Mori doesn't use our own director's cut, but uses its own Chrysalis system, which revolves around the concept of corruption. Everything in your character sheet can and will be corrupted. That means that even your name, your memories, your bonds can be sacrificed to achieve your true potential. The more corrupted you are, the stronger you become. And the stronger you become, the easier it is for you to get more corruption. And the more corruption you have, the stronger you will become. But in the end, when you are completely corrupted, you will die. So it's that kind of game when you need a little bit of balance. At the beginning, you are cocky. As a player, you want to be corrupted. You want to
Use
this
dark power that you have.
But on the other side, if you lean too much on your powers, you will start to lose important pieces of yourself. You will probably die, but most importantly, you will lose your ability to fulfill your one last dream, which is the core of this game. Like, you want to fulfill your dream. You don't want to survive. You're not looking for that. Or maybe your last dream is to survive. I don't know. But
It's possible.
That's possible. Scott knew this from the Annie nomination. Thank you, Scott. If you don't know it yet, Memento Mori was actually nominated in 2 of the greatest, I believe, categories of the Annies. It didn't win anything, but I believe that a nomination for an indie game like Memento Mori was already a lot. Best Rules, which is great. It's it tells a lot, because this is a very narrative focused game, and usually narrative focused game, not usually, but sometimes narrative focused game can lack a bit of depth, and we believe that Memento Mori does not, and I believe that the nomination for Best Rules says a lot about its system, and also Product of the Year for the Deathless Edition, which also says a lot about our love for cool stuff, because that's we poured all our really everything that we like inside this forbidden limited edition.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, we are too small to win Ennis, but we try. And by the way, I always like to remember that during the Ennis, they also say the top 10 of the fan favorite publishers, and this year there's been 36,000 votes. 36,000 votes, and we still managed to be in the top 10 fan favorite publisher among more than 1,000 publishers, because everyone is nominated directly in that category. So it's cool. Thank you for voting us, and it's really cool to be there with Free League and all the other great publishers. The setting is not a fantasy city, but it's an actual city. But I will come to the old city.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to show you the Deathless Edition. So I will tell you what already exists of Memento Mori and what you will find, what we are reprinting for this campaign, and then I will go to the actual new supplement that we are launching on Tuesday. Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. So this is the this is the Deathless Edition, which is a box, and the cover of this box, which is marvelously illustrated by our own Daniela Giubellini, is actually the narrator screen. So you got all your rules here, and this is magnetic and fits the box. This is the actual box and the actual books. We've got 3 books inside. The black one is the actual Memento Mori core book. So this is everything that you need to play. It is kind of covered in cloth. I don't know how to call it.
I don't know how it's called, but yes, it's some sort of cloth.
You can see it's kind of rough, and of course it's all gold plated. And this is not gold laminated. This is my prototype.
You have one prototype.
Do you have the original one? Sorry. Okay, and usually it got gilded pages, but this is my prototype, and yes, sorry.
Yay. Gold, a lot of gold.
Thanks, Jeez. Thanks. So sorry, these don't have gilded edges because this was the original prototype, and we unlocked the gilded edging, the golden edging during the last campaign. So this is everything you need to play. It's more than 300 pages. There's also a very short campaign, I believe, inside.
Yes.
Like 2-3 sessions, and then there is pre-made characters, there is all the rules, all the character options, the lore, like everything it's in this book. Then we got the second book. This is Codex Gigas, and it's a bestiary, and this is honestly such a cool supplement. We always say we sell a lot of this, and probably more than the actual book. That's because this is written by Marco Bucci, who is an enthusiast of all the European folklore and dark stuff. Like, he's the real deal. He knows his folklore, and he has made this wonderful bestiary with all the creatures from the folklore. Every creature is illustrated as a medieval tome. It's incredibly cool, and you can actually use it. This is a basilisk. You can actually use it for any kind of RPG. You can take this as an inspiration for any grim dark setting or realistic setting. This is really one of my favorite Memento Mori books. And you've got creatures like the Krampus. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, probably. But also you've got dragons, dryads, satyrs, and angels, and all sorts of creatures from the European folklore. Then we got the third book, and this is a real supplement. This is a supplement about tarot cards. Using tarots in Memento Mori to create your story or to determine the outcome of certain actions in a more deep or in a more inspirational way, in a more creative way. So we really unlocked a lot of gold during the past campaign. And so this is all about tarot cards. And if you don't have your tarot cards, which I believe you have, but more tarots is like more dice, we also did this. This is called the Arca Fati, and this is not a book. It looks like one of the books, but it's actually a box. And it's a box inside a box, yes. And it's filled with all kind of accessories and from the stretch goal from the first campaign. And you will find it full of all the stretch goals even in this new campaign. Of course, the main things that you will find in the box, apart from the dice, the Memento Mori dice, you will find some cool tarots that I'm going to open for you.
Thank you, Francisco. You are too kind.
It's and you haven't seen the tarot yet. The tarot is because I don't know if you noticed, but we do like gold, and so
Yes.
the tarot cards are black, white, and gold laminated. So how much laminated they are, I'm glad you asked, because some of them are pretty shiny, like the devil here.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Devil is, I don't know if you can see all the
the,
details.
the deck contains all the major arcana tarot cards, meaning there are 20 to 21. I never remember the exact number of the major
How
arcana.
shiny is the sun?
The arcana are the standard arcana, but all the design were completely remade by artist Francesco Biagini, which loves gold as much as we do, as you can see by the sun.
I mean, people ask why I wear sunglasses, and the answer is to read the tarot. This is like I don't know how else I can convey how reflective these cards are, but this actually, when you are at the booth and someone reaches the sun, you can actually see that they are looking at the sun.
It's sparkling on gold
Yes.
everywhere.
So these are all the tarots. And by the way, it's been asked a lot, so I say that basically every live stream, you will notice that the death does not have the name under it, like the other cards. And this is actually intentional because in modern culture, we used to call the 13th tarot the death, but this is actually the nameless tarot. And in traditional tarot decks, it doesn't have the name. So this is intentional, and this is a way for the author to show off how cool they think they are. And how,
Exactly, 100%.
like they want to show that they know their stuff.
The only reason why they did it.
But it's intentional. It's author's choice, and historically speaking, the death is not a tarot. It's the nameless tarot because it doesn't have a name. So this is everything that there is inside the Deathless edition. So the first thing that we thought when we decided to do it was time to do a supplement for Memento Mori was how we are going to deal with the box. Even before we decided what supplement it was going to be, because when you have a box this cool, you want everything to fit the box. So the idea is that the Old City, our new supplement, and of course the map of the Urbs Vetus, will be slightly, just 3 millimeters smaller than the Memento Mori book, so it will fit inside the Arca Fati box. So you can take everything that we do for the Old City and put it here and have it here inside your Deathless edition.
Yes.
So this is set up. I hope that you appreciate this, because to have something that it's not an A5 standard book but to have it like 3 millimeters smaller on the side just to make it fit, it's stupidly expensive, but we really wanted everything to fit the box, jokes aside. So I hope that you appreciate the idea of having everything inside one big, beautiful box. But coming to the old city, like the reason we are here, what is this supplement about? Basically, Memento Mori is a different game because it's a narrative game, but it's extremely, it's also extremely dark, but it also got a little bit of crunch on its bone, but it's also very historical, set in an historical medieval Europe. So we so really some people struggle on where do I begin. Like it's a lot to handle at first. It's not an hard game to master, it's not a very crunchy game, but still, you know, there is the real setting and the fantasy setting and the dark themes. And so a lot of people actually have been asking for a campaign, a playable campaign, which is something that we usually don't do a lot. But we talk about this with the authors Andrea and Marco, and all together we decided to start throwing ideas for a Memento Mori campaign. And it took, I believe, like 6 months to actually came with a subject that was cool enough for everybody and actually represented Memento Mori well. And so the Old City was born. And the Old City will be a soft cover, slightly smaller than an A5, soft touch cover, a soft touch cover book. So it will be not actual leather, but if you know, it will be something like Broken Compass. I don't know if you know our other game, Broken Compass, which is kind of this soft
It's a
touch,
soft touch effect
leather
mixed
effect.
with a really great faux leather type of graphic inside that both adds the, when you see it and when you touch it, gives you the actual impression to old real leather journal or whatever. We are pretty confident with this because we already did it with Broken
It's
Compass, so
extremely-
we are confident. The final result was incredible, and a lot of people knows it and loves it. So that's the idea.
It's it really works. I don't know if you haven't seen a book like this, but it's the pattern of leather, it's printed, but with the soft touch effect it really comes out, and it really gives you the feeling, not only seeing it but touching it, of something made of leather. But it will be something like a journal, as you can see from the mock-up, and it will come with a map of the Urbs Vetus, which is the Italian city of Orvieto. Now, a little bit of history for you if you're not Italians.
It's very
Orvieto is an old medieval city that is built on a rock, on top of a rock, and surrounded by walls. So it's a city that it's really easy to protect. But there is a lot of mysteries around Orvieto, and Orvieto, first of all, Orvieto is known for being a Templar city, because
Yes.
the Templar found refuge in Orvieto after the death of Jacques de Molay and the disbandment of the order. Also, the rock on which Orvieto was built, it's not actually it looks like a mountain, but it's not a mountain. It's the piece of an ancient volcano, which now is the lake of Bolsena, and this ancient volcano erupted and scattered these huge chunks, like mountain huge chunks of stone around Italy. So the city is actually built on this
volcanic stone.
volcanic stone. So there is no water, and of course, Italians being Italians, they build some kind of cursed well to reach water. So there is a lot of mystery around this city. It's a very cool historical city, and if you go today to Orvieto, you will find it pretty much stuck at the medieval times.
in 14th century.
So, also, historically speaking, the city of Orvieto was the home of a feud.
Feud.
A feud. Yeah, so
Yes.
there was people fighting from
Yes.
different families.
A lot of people fighting each other. That's it.
And these four families of noble persons, of Italian noble persons from Orvieto, were represented by four animals, which were the deer, the eagle, the viper, and the dog, the hound.
Let's say hound because it was
It's
a
cool.
noble dog.
So you can see this frigging Game of Thrones, Italian Game of Thrones stuff going on. So when we found out about this, I lived in Orvieto for some months, and when we found out about this stuff, I knew about the Templar stuff, and Simone knew about the rock stuff, and the others of Memento Mori knew about the family stuff. So we came together with all this bit of knowledge, and also Orvieto derives from the Latin urbs vetus, which means the old city. So everything came together, and the old city, this
It was very cool, even as a title. So
yeah,
it
it kind of really Assassin's Creed meet Game of Thrones kind of situation. And so the designer came up with this idea of basically you will play as a mercenary who come from his last assignment and try to find a little bit of peace in Orvieto, where you will find out that you have the plague and you are starting to develop supernatural powers, but you will find yourself in this campaign book locked inside the city of Orvieto in the middle of this feud between the four families. You will choose your side. You will discover that these four families, these are medieval time Italian noble persons. So they
everybody has something to hide. Since it's Memento Mori, this is something with probably some unnatural creature that they are working with, or for, or together, we don't know. A lot of things to uncover, a lot of choice to make, a lot of parts, real and fantasy parts of Orvieto to explore, because this is also a real fact. Orvieto is being built on this huge volcanic rock. It's full of tunnels and crypts and all what that go down very deep inside this mountain. And so you will have the chance to discover this darker part and to see what lies beneath the city. So yes.
Yeah, it will be an extremely cool story that revolves around some historical notions, some real folkloristic notions, and some fantasy from the authors. And this will lead you to solve possibly the feud, find out the mystery behind these families, and also find out of a bigger mystery that lies behind the old beneath the old city. So extremely cool premise. I've seen what they're doing. It's an incredible job, and
I already tell you that a lot of stuff we cannot tell you because the authors asked us to do not spoil surprises or fun for you, but a lot of things.
But also I forget what I can say and what I cannot say. This is the
we problem. Are also talking in English, so it's even more difficult to remember what we cannot say.
Is there an option for solo play? Currently, there is not, and there will probably not be for the old city, as far as I know. But in the future, there is a plan. I know that they are talking about building.
We are talking together with the other. That there is the will to do that in the future. It will not be addressed during the current campaign. I can just tell you this, but the other are interested, and we are looking at what we can do. So I think in the future we might implement this kind of option.
I think it's safe to say that there will not be in this campaign, but there will be in 2026. I don't want to make promises, but we
And
like
that's the plan. Yeah, the plan,
Yes.
as you know, plan can change in time because there are a lot of variables. But yes, I can also confirm that this is our plan.
because a lot of people, especially in Italy, they say maybe when they don't want to say no. And so I always like to say when if you don't know us, when it's no, we will say no. If
There are no problem in saying
yes,
no.
so when we say that they are working on it, I mean that they are actually working on it. It's not like they are thinking about. They are doing it, but it will take some time. So I wanted to show you one of the art made by Francesco Biagini, the same author of the tarot. We have already shown this through our mailing list, and this is the Knight of the Eagle, one of the 4 families. So yes, there is a slightly berserk inspiration here, I believe, but one of the authors at least is a huge berserk fan, so I can see where this is going. I don't know the full story of this specific character, but I can appreciate the art of Francesco Biagini, who is one of the 2 artists that you will find in this Memento Mori supplement. Also, here you will find, in this campaign, you will find a map of Orvieto printed on paper and folded with the book. This is something very cool. This is made by Fabio Perfidia, who is together with Francesco Biagini. Fabio Perfidia is the other artist for this supplement of Memento Mori. Fabio is known from his incredible maps. He did the map for Inferno, for Household, of course, and for Apocalypse as well. And he did this map, which is an actually historical map of the Urbs Ventus of Orvieto. So it's very cool for me. Fabio is an expert when it comes to medieval Italy and Europe in general. He's got a very real style when it comes to medieval stuff, and also it took inspiration from a real historical map, so it will be something very cool. It will be something of a prop for your players. And then of course I want to remember to everyone that there will also be an early bird coin in this campaign. If you know us, we like doing cool coins. I should have some here, but I always lose everything, so I will not be able to find it. But we like to do cool metal stuff because we have some friends in Italy who work with metal, so this will be entirely made in Italy. It will have a meaning in the campaign, so it will something that resonate with the campaign and will be available as a stretch goal during the first 72 hours, and also it will be available as an add-on if you want to buy more of them, or if you missed the early bird and you want to add it anyway. Moving on to the pledge level, we are going to have another live stream 1 hour before lunch, so it will be Tuesday. But we like to repeat stuff, so I will go very briefly through all the different pledge level that you will find in the campaign. Of course, we have our usual marked digital pledge level, which will be the full PDF collection, including the new Old City. So every PDF, you will receive all the PDF, the existing PDF
A couple of
2-3 weeks
usually
after the end of the
yes.
campaign, and the old CD as soon as it will be available. We'll give dates on Tuesday. Then moving up, we got the Drifter, which is the pledge level if you want to have all the PDF and just the core book, the physical core book, because it's always easier, at least for me, to learn again from the actual book. Then we have got the Eagle pledge, which is just the new old CD, the map, and the PDF of the old CD. This is the pledge if you already have everything, if you already have the Deathless edition and you just want to catch up with the new supplement. Just the old CD PDF. No, we are not going to do a pledge with just the old CD PDF because it will be available
when it will be available.
Yes.
So we tend to avoid, I'm talking with the new friends here, we tend to avoid pledges with just one item, simply because with just one item, you probably be better for you to actually buy the item as soon as it's available. Why our pledges are usually a collection of more items, that it's also a way for us to, be kinder with prices as a way.
Because actually there is a lot of expenses in doing a crowdfunding campaign. So for us, selling a single PDF at full price on a crowdfunding platform, it's actually less convenient than selling it on drive-thru. So we cannot actually give a better price on crowdfunding, because even giving it full price, it's not convenient on a bit from a business perspective. So that's why we are avoiding it, and you can buy directly on drive-thru as soon as it's out. So that's the reason. Keeping it real. So the Eagle pledge will be the physical old CD with the map, all the unlocked stretch goal regarding the old CD, and the old CD PDF. Up we have a new pledge level which is called Viper, in honor of the Viper Knight of Orvieto, which will be the Arcafadi book shaped box. And so
of course,
with the old CD inside, tarot, all the stretch goal from the first campaign, and the dice. This is perfect if you you already have the core book from the original campaign and you don't want to buy everything again, but you want all the props and stuff, or B, if PDFs are enough for you, but you still want the props, you still want the map and the dice and the tarots and things that you can actually use at the table. A lot of people ask for this, so we decided to make a separate pledge level. Moving up, we've got this is the Arcafadi, just to show you, but I have the real one now, so we don't need mock-ups anymore. These are the tarots that you've just seen. Moving up, we have the Librarian pledge level, which is the 3 books and the old CD. So this is the
the books, yes. Not the box book, but all the books that exist for Memento Mori. If you just love books and you don't want anything to do with dices and tarot cards and whatever, accessories and boxes and stuff, you just can choose the Librarian pledge. I have all the books.
This is we also do books, Jay. So this is the pledge for. We have another kind of audience. We have the audience that's like, I don't need books, but I want the accessories to actually play. And there are also people who usually say to us, I don't need all the cool stuff. I want the books at the best possible price, physical books. Just give it to me and we're done. I have an actual picture, which is a very cool picture, because in case you don't know, one of the 2 authors of Memento Mori is actually a photographer. He works in fashion, and so he does all these kind of cool photos, and he made some very nice photos for us.
Sorry, the dog was making a fuss.
It's a hound, it's not a dog.
It's a hound, yes. It's a basset hound, actually, so it's actually a hound.
And then our last pledge, of course, is the new Deathless Hero, which will be the Deathless Edition plus the old city. Now, after the campaign, when we hit retail with the reprint of the Deathless Edition and the first print of the old city, the Deathless Edition will always include the old city. It will be slightly pricier, of course,
Yes.
but it will always fit the old city. So from now on, not from now on, but from when we release this new edition, the new Deathless
The
Edition.
Deathless Edition will still be the complete Memento Mori edition. We just added another items.
Yes.
Excuse me.
So if you, for some crazy reason, skip this campaign and a year from now you find the Deathless Edition in a shop, please make sure it got the old CD. It's a new version and not an old version. So hi Chloe.
Hi.
So yes, this will be the all in, everything from the past campaign, all the stretch goals from the past campaign, and everything from the new campaign. The only thing that will not be inside the Deathless Hero is the early bird metal coin, which
Yes.
will only be there if you back in the first 72 hours. If you don't back in the first 72 hours and you still want it, you will find it available as an add-on.
Yes.
So yes, this is the Deathless. Whoa, what's going on? This is the Deathless Edition box, but you can find it here. This one. Hi Cat. Before we leave, it's almost an hour, but before we leave, I wanted to show you another original art by Francesco Biagini, that just dropped. We just sent it to us, and this represents the night of the deer, and
Yes.
she's called Belinda, and she's extremely badass, and this is probably my favorite Biagini art so far. So without further ado, meet one of the other main character of this story, Belinda of the Deer. She's like when you see the art from Francesco Biagini at first glance, because it's black and white and it's so black, it looks like some kind of OSR monster. It's even hard to read because there is a lot of light and a lot of dark. But the more you look into it, I hope it's full resolution. You can see it in full resolution on YouTube. The more you look at it, the more stuff it's happening. So it's always crazy to me. I'm in love with Francesco really.
Yes. She probably is going through
Yeah.
some things.
Like,
But you can help her in
Yes.
the old city, or not, or you can fight her. It's up to you.
but remember,
I don't know.
remember you will die. So why? But that doesn't mean that you have to go looking for it. So
No,
I would
yeah.
probably be on her side.
You can survive a little bit if you just try.
Like if I have bad news, I will keep it for me. I will not
Not
be
sure.
the one giving her bad news. So not today. Yes. But also, I've said that there will be two artists working at Memento Mori, which are the artists who did most of the stuff for the original Memento Mori, who are Francesco Biagini and Fabio Porfidia. But actually, there is another artist that you know from Memento Mori, who is the artist who does all the playable characters that you find on our character sheet. He's Alessandro Manzella, and I don't know why it's so hard when I'm speaking English to revert to Italian names.
Because we
crazy.
use like our brain differently.
Yes.
Like, we use another language. So came back to the first one. It's very hard.
Because Francesco, Alessandro, and Fabio are actually close friends, like we call them on the phone. But when I'm speaking English, it looks like I don't know them. Like it's called Alessandro Manzella. Like these are basically neighbors by. Okay, Scott. I think it's
You're on the good path.
Yes, it's
We hope you enjoy.
sign of the destiny. I hope not that destiny, but destiny in general. Thanks. We try. And so Alessandro has done 4 characters that I hope to show you someday. They are not all ready yet. He will do 4 characters that you can use in your old CD campaign. You can also use the 4 characters that Alessandro did for the original Memento Mori, so you have those 4 and you have additional 4. But since Marco, as we do, this is probably why we go along so well, loves pre-made character, he wanted to do more. So he decided to do another character as a stretch goal. So today I'm also going to reveal the very first stretch goal of this campaign, which is going to be an additional playable character. And that's only because I hope you like pre-made characters, or at least you like the art for pre-made characters. We love them, and Memento Mori Outdoors does as well. So the first stretch goal will actually be an additional, so a 9th playable character, and here she is. But the graphic is all around. Okay. I don't know if you have the name for her.
Briska.
Briska. So
Briska. She's called Briska.
I'm actually in love with the shape of this art. I believe it's the best yet from Alessandro, like for Memento Mori. All 4 characters that he did were beautiful, but she's got this weird shape going on with the dagger. She's a mercenary, of course, and she will be the first stretch goal for this campaign. But hopefully, we usually manage to unlock a couple of stretch goals during the first day, so hopefully we'll have a little more art to reveal on Tuesday.
Would it be easy to run Memento Mori with just 1 GM and 1 player? In our experience, yes. For whatever reason, yes, we tried it. No, with the other. Actually, it's possible. For some reason, here both us and Andrea and Marco, we always think about how to play with just 1 GM and 1 player, because we thought it's a really cool way to enjoy a role-playing game, maybe with your partner, maybe with a friend. It's very easy. And Memento Mori can, due to the theme of the game, can be very good in a group when someone shares something in combat. It could also be a very, very interesting personal voyage into, deaths and dream and corruption, all this. So yes, it works. It works very well.
I'd say the 2 best things about Memento Mori when I GM'd it for a single player. The 2 best things for me was first, there is a clear mission, which for me, when I don't always need a clear mission when I'm playing in group, because there is group dynamics. So I'm in love, I hate that guy, I want to show them what I'm capable of. There's something that I need to do in the dynamic of the group. But when I'm playing solo, I like that there is a clear mission. And
in Memento Mori, everything.
You've got a very clear mission. You got a mission to do. You have a clock ticking. You are dying. So the game, it's pretty straightforward. You don't want to waste any time. Second reason why it's really easy on a mechanic level, because it's like when you fight or when you face a physical challenge, it doesn't work any differently from any other test. Like fighting, it's just any other test. And that means that it's extremely easy to balance an encounter in Memento Mori. And in my experience, at least, balancing encounters, it's probably the most difficult things. to do when you're playing with just one player, because you never know, is this too much for them, is this will they be able to win this fight, etc. So that's... Hi, James. Yeah, thanks, Joaquin.
Okay.
I believe that's it for today. We've been blabbering for an hour.
Yes, just remember, next appointment is on Tuesday, the day of the launch, 1 hour before the actual launch. That will be 5 p.m. here in Italy, so 5 p.m., 4 p.m. here in Italy. We will be live, as always, 1 hour before launch, to have a chat, to see the first stretch code, to reveal, go through all the pledge levels, and basically to keep each other company before the fun begins.
Brought that box set. Love it. Using Memento Mori in my D&D game and love the corruption system. I have to say that a lot of people...
Systems, yes, it is the most interesting mechanics in Memento Mori. It's very clever. It's very different from whatever game we experienced before and after, I must say, encountering Andrea and Marco. It's a unique way and gives player a ton of freedom on how to change his character, and every decision matters because you change something, and in your sheet it's different than it was one moment before, and you cannot go back. That is really the most beautiful things from the you can never go back. You have you choose something, you are corrupting something, now it's corrupted, you are more powerful, but you are different than before, and there's no going back because it's a run towards your goal. And you want to arrive and fulfill your dream before that.
And also there is no level up in the game. I mean, there is leveling up. You get better, you get stronger, but it's not a level up moment. There is, during the story, you corrupt yourself, thus achieving higher powers, thus becoming more powerful. And that's extremely cool. The system is really good in emphasizing the change,
Yes.
the drastic change that these people go through in a relatively short amount of time. Yes. Live to fight another day. So, that's everything. If you are in our mailing list, you should receive an email with all the different pledge levels and prices and whatnot. And if you are not, please remember that there is a link inside this the description, the YouTube description, that you can push to follow the campaign on Backerkit and know when we release something on, or send out one of our many updates, because we like to reveal stuff as we go through the campaign.
Keep talking. We like to
As
communicate.
Thank you so much for being here. Next week we will have a live stream or a couple of live streams on Memento Mori, and then we'll start talking a little bit also about Twilight Sword. And by the way, in case you missed this preview on that we release at Gen Con, please know that we will bring more of this in first in Essenspiel,
Yes.
Germany, and then
Yes.
also we will take them to PAX Unplugged in December. We are out of time, Raul, but I just want to say, I said at the beginning where we are with all the different projects. You will hear about the release of Household very soon, before the end of the Memento Mori campaign. And yes, I can tell you that we are working on this next.
It's time to go, I think. Thank you for being with us always, and see you very soon. Thank you, Jacques.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Wake up, Drifter. Europe is falling, consumed by an evil disease, and you are falling as well. You've been marked by the Black Death, infected with an incurable plague. Do you remember your dream? This is your last chance to fulfill it. Your final journey to find peace. You'll have to reach for beyond the veil and embrace its dark powers. Such is your fate, Drifter. You must die, but you still can dream.